trees are now fixed. Collision LOD issues are fixed that we talked about on the last stream. Trees are making it in. They're going to be in the.
How
in the patch.
about we show them?
Let's show them.
Let's show them how good it looks.
Let's we'll hop in. We're gonna start off with the female character model here.
Ooh.
Let me pause that, and let's do a little bit of a screen swap over to the main, and there we go. So let us know if the volume level's okay or too loud on that. But this is the female character model, and again, there are a few things. Like I said, the hands out running animation is not hooked up yet. So when you see me swap to hands, that's not quite hooked up.
Talk to them about how you felt when you were playing this playtest. What were you just going through your head?
The main thing that really feels good to me in it is the jump. So right now on live, when you jump, you can kind of change your direction in air and slow yourself down a little bit, and you have a little bit of control over that, where that kind of takes a little bit of the smoothness out. Because in preseason 3, what we would do is we'd throw ourselves into a strafe jump, and then you'd change your direction in air so that when you hit the ground, your direction would change and make it a little bit harder for you to get hit.
Right.
It would slow you down in air, so when you try to do that same motion on live, it's a little screwy on that.
For me, it just felt so much more smooth. Like I got that buttery feeling again.
Yeah.
And it really is a combination. Like, games are really a combination of everything, right? It's an art and it's a science of getting the data together, but then also getting the colors and all the animation together. And when all of it comes together, it just feels so fun to play. I can't wait for you guys to play this. It's going to be so awesome.
I'm really excited. There's a lot of things that, I get to see them all day as people message us and, hey, is this going to make it? Is this going to make it? And a large majority of that list is getting into this patch.
Yeah. And this is just the beginning, right? Like, this is just how much time we've had to create this much for the update. There's always stuff that we can do after this that brings even more in, for future seasons and future updates. So just remember that this is only just the beginning of the first. This is really NantG's first major update. We acquired the game from Daybreak on the PC side.
Barely get money here. I go down to 1 health. He catches he missed like a single pelleter. I was just outside the range.
So basically, we acquired the game from Daybreak. NantG acquired the PC game, and we had to keep it in like a maintenance mode while still giving updates to keep the game going. We finished out the showdown for Season 2, and then we've just been working really hard ever since for our first opening act of what we think is a good representation of this PC product from the NantG side for Season 3. We hope that you guys like our first update, our first major update, I should say. We've been doing updates all along, but this is our first major piece of content, our first season, and we hope that you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm really excited for when these guys do finally get their hands on it and get to feel the movement. There's one thing to watch it and sit there and try and do a frame by frame rip apart of it and talk about it on Twitter, and we can talk about all the videos. When they actually feel it, though, it's going to be a much different case. It feels really smooth. The movement speeds are... one of the things you'll notice here is that the movement speed is matching. Whether I have my fists out or my gun out, I'm running the same speed. That was something in Preseason 3, so we've put the movement speed back in, jump heights, so all of that matches up. I think this might be the part...
Really good. Lenny did such a good job on getting that lighting, because it just looks so amazing.
I think it's the male model. When we get into the male model video, one of the things that I do, I'll find it in the video, make sure I skim through it, is people talked about seat swap. Seat swap, I made sure to try and seat swap in there.
Nice.
If you can still get the seat swap to go if you kind of do the seat swap as you start the movement of the car,
but it's no longer
the way it is now. It's not the way it is now, though. So you can't just full speed currying into somebody and seat swap on them. It is back to that PS3 seat swap.
At the top, you're seeing a broadcast from our producer. He was saying that after this playtest, we were going to do a solo BR playtest, which is what we did afterwards.
Yep. That was more testing some other things, so I didn't clip all that. This is kind of what we were going to talk about today. So it's looking,
what do you guys think?
Really good.
Pause it. I just want to see what the chat thinks. What do you guys think of what you're seeing so far? Are you guys excited for the update? Can you guys wait to get your hands on this? And do you or do you not want to do a game of marbles?
There
That's
we go.
what I
Let's
want.
pause it
That's
on
what I
that.
want.
That's
What?
that's the screen I want to pause it on.
Okay, but what about the times that I killed you? Okay.
We didn't catch any of those. So I'm sorry.
yeah.
Those conveniently did not get caught.
I'm still rocking the old golf pants too. You know, I'm not gonna ever let go of those.
Sun's out, guns out.
And the sun's out, guns out. Well, though, that's
let me
classic.
skim through this really quick and see if I did the seat swap in this one or the other one. I just want to.
Look at this hacker. Look at this speed hacker right here.
Yep.
See, fast forwards when I kill him. I see how it is.
Yeah, you didn't get any kills on me. We're not.
All right, now you're just making everybody. Now you're just making everybody.
Okay. Yeah, it's not in here. So let's go back over to the. Let's pop us back up real quick.
Starting to get there. All right, so we have another video, right?
Yep. Yeah. So we're gonna show a little bit of the male.
Call it the spiky backpack. That's what it literally is.
The spiky backpack. So let's get this video up.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, we wanna catch that.
Violent right in the beginning.
Catch that.
You gotta.
So we are gonna come back over. We're gonna show the male model now.
So as we see, oh, don't jump.
I can't hit shots.
So I noticed that when I was playing in this playtest, I had the classic hit markers. Has that settings been applied to all the default settings now?
Yes, from my understanding, that JT has checked that in. So that's going to be your
classic camera, classic hit markers will all be part of the default settings. So anybody coming back and installing, they'll be able to just play it, and it'll all be set up for them.
Right. There's one other setting in there that for some reason is eluding me at the moment, but it also got changed. So there was 3 settings that were changed back to defaults to match up to PS3 for people doing clean installs, so that they'll have the feel that was there during that season.
Perfect.
So yeah, those are there. One of the other things you should notice here, guys, is how fast the car is when it takes off.
Yeah, the vehicle adjustments are totally what's the word I'm looking for? Like they're apparent right when you get in. Like as soon as you get in the first vehicle, you realize that the tuning is there, and it feels like the old vehicles.
Yeah, it's an immediate notice. The cars take off, they accelerate really fast. It has that arcadey feel again. When you hit, if you're kind of slow coming off the top of a hill or something like that, it launches a little bit, so you kind of can feel the car accelerate a little, even though it's hit the air, which was a really indicative feeling of the vehicle back then. Mm-hmm. So that's changed.
Yes, the game will say Z1BR.
Yes, it will
on Twitch. We actually are working on Twitch assets and stuff like that to change what it looks like when you look at the game and when you browse channels, and then all the artwork that is in place. We're gonna need to talk to Twitch about when people search, Z1BR and all of that, or H1Z1, what shows up. So we're gonna have to, but it should, we're going to completely change all the names and everything when the update comes out.
Yep. So all of those, that's gonna go through on everything. We're doing new profile pictures, banners. Those will all go up, and those will all match across all of our social medias. Discord will get a little bit of a facelift there with the image for the button on there too.
New website. It should be going up pretty soon. When I say pretty soon, I mean we're getting the final version of it today, I think. But then we have to actually upload it, as a clickable link onto the servers.
Yeah, we've got to upload it, and then with that though, the forums will come online
at the same time as just the landing page.
I think the forums are just waiting for the landing page for the final connection. Did you just
double jump there? I just looked and it totally looked like you double jumped.
What did I do?
I don't know. Go back. You obviously didn't. Oh, it was the car. I didn't see you jump on the car. I literally glanced over and I looked right there and I was like, what?
Yeah.
So the forums.
So forums will come online
with the landing page.
That's with the landing page. That's something that I have to finish up next week. I need to do all the intro posts, the pinned post for each category, describing the categories and things like that. So that's one of my big tasks for next week. But that, with our forums, we have built-in polling options on it. So now we can do things with test server and take community feedback and polls, and
from
also
the people
get
that are playing and
right, and
active on the forums.
And one of the ways that I'm thinking about doing it is taking it as actual comments rather than just straight polls, and I'll go through and do a manual poll from it. Mm-hmm. But that way we're getting actual feedback rather than just blind post. We actually want to know what they're thinking, what they're doing, how they feel about something. So we're gonna get those up. Those will be running. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Right.
Again, I had a lot of fun though with today's playtest.
Yeah, it was great.
It felt really good. I looked over and said, "Hey."
Oh, did you go into first person at all?
I did only in the shotgun really quick. I don't use first person all that often, so I really was more looking to eliminate all of you than I was to run around in first person.
I was having a lot of fun running around in first person because it's all there. All the first person animations are there, with the gun holding out. Even the ADS. I don't know who ADS is with AR, but even for people that ADS with AR in first person, the lean is there. Like the slight, not like a lean, but like the slight movement, like as of the gun as you're like walking left and right. There was like a tiny little bit of a sway. I guess I should probably say it's a sway more than a lean. But all the first person animation stuff is in, and it looks great.
Yeah,
old first person shotgun looked great. Yeah. Oh my god.
Were you playing a different build? Old first person shotgun's not in.
You got me. No wait. Oh no. I'm talking about the how when you sprint, it doesn't go like this when you're sprinting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like the sitting placement isn't there yet.
I'm talking about like when you're just running and it stays out.
That's that's actually something that's attached to the old shotgun model. So it won't actually. I think I'm coming up on the part where I did the seat swap. I did it in the red Jeep. It's tied to the old shotgun model, and the way that it looks, it doesn't function or work properly with the current model. So with the season 4 update, we'll get that. So then you see I hit it and I did the seat swap as I started the movement, and you can do the seat swap while it's reversing, which was something you could do during preseason 3.
You can't just do an insta seat swap anymore.
Correct.
Nice.
Bobo, that's actually the person that sent out that message earlier. That is so seat swap back to preseason 3. There's a lot of stuff that the guys got right.
Yeah.
So
sweet. Well, I think that's most of our update for what we have so far. I hope you guys are liking the progress, and we're getting that much closer to March 6th, and we're getting that much closer to getting this in your hands, and it's going to be we all can't wait till you guys get your hands on this. I think people are going to really enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I had a ton of fun, and I'm looking forward to, as we get a little bit closer, the final polishes on some of these other systems, getting to show these guys off, a bit more in this. This is obviously, to me, anyways, as a player, probably the most important, the actual feel of the game and the combat, which is, it's really, really getting there. But there's a lot of other fun stuff that we've got coming in this patch, things that we've talked about, the in-match challenges, all of those things that are actually play really well from the times that we have messed with them. Right. So I'm excited to see player feedback on those as well. But yeah, this is kind of what we wanted to show off to you guys today.
You can sprint while inspecting, right?
I didn't do it in this video, but yes, you can inspect while moving.
Okay.
So that is in there.
Sorry guys, we don't have any Just Survive news. It's the only way I can put it is it's one of those things where the owners are trying to figure out like who owns what and who gets to do what with what. And it's a joint venture, and there's 2 owners. There's a Daybreak owner and a Nant G owner, and so that's where it is, which is way above our pay grade. So
somebody wants to give me, I'll go get the information if I get the pay bump with it. I mean,
sure. Yeah. You want to, I don't even know. Then you wouldn't be a developer really anymore, right? You would just be,
I would just have enough money to go do whatever I wanted to do.
No, you would have no more time left. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's probably the part where you get the money, but you don't have the time to go.
In my experience, the more money you make, the less time you have to actually do anything that you want to do. So
you're saying that I should.
You want to be like right in the middle.
For less?
No, you want to be in this like sweet spot where you can like live comfortably.
I've been told to value myself my whole life, and you're telling me that if I make less, that I'll have more time for I'm confused.
You don't want to go too high. You don't want to be Icarus and fly too high to the sun.
Okay.
Right? You want to be like in this sweet spot. Right.
All
You're
right.
comfortable.
I think I get what you're saying. I'm trying to pick up what you're putting down. I know that we talked about this earlier and that I have an issue of picking up what you're saying, but
yeah, and then you're good.
and then the birds and the bees and all that.
That was a different subject.
Oh, okay. It's not the same. See, I'm really just not following. I'm really bad at this.
Test ETA. I don't know if you saw that. Pages of.
Don't have one for them.
We are still in the QA build process, which means we're still testing it on our own QA server and fixing bugs for it. So.
Yep. So until it can clear that status and we can get enough of those knocked out,
and we might just drop it live. You never know.
Ooh.
Oh,
lemonade.
There you go. Have fun.
Yeah.
So we got to get it through QA before we can even determine a test ETA. So, but yeah, I think we're good.
We're good.
Covered it all.
All right.
Guys, thanks for coming in, hanging out with us.